Hello and welcome to another quick update video about Cardano. In this video, as always, we're going to take a look at the Bitcoin price very briefly, and then we're going to take a deeper look at the Cardano price. Two things to start with. One thing is, thanks again for all the encouraging comments under the last video, even though if prices go down, and I say if prices go down, you know, and a lot of you guys understand and I think appreciate that I try to be honest and not just try to predict prices to the moon, even though in the long run, of course I do, because I believe crypto is still in very early stages, especially Cardano, in my opinion, has a lot of potential. As you know, it's my biggest holding. I'm a long-term holder and I do dollar cost averaging and still like to do talk about prices. I know you guys like this content. Two things, as I said. One thing is I've got a second channel in which I teach technical analysis. So if you're interested in checking that out, you can find a link in the description. The second one, I've had now a few inquiries about maybe giving signals in a private group or something. Now, I'm reluctant to do that yet, but what I thought about maybe, which might actually benefit everybody because it would be entirely free, I thought about actually setting up something like a continuous live stream on which you can basically dial in on YouTube and see my charts with support and resistance levels and maybe updated comments every hour or so. And that would be like a continuous live stream that could actually run 24 hours, I think. I thought about doing something like that. Of course, in addition to these updates there, as you know, I want to go full time with you know, just YouTube, not only YouTube, but I've got another side business anyway. I'm currently still in my corporate career here, but I enjoy this so much. I really want to get full time, and that might be one step that could help me towards that. It would be free for you anyway, but it would be maybe an additional channel or just a live stream running on this channel, again, on which you could see the charts, the Cardano chart, maybe even the top 3 crypto charts with comments, with indicators, with buy signals. Maybe without spoken comments, but with, you know, with written comments and indicators and stuff like that. So that would help you guys to get access to my charts. Let me know in the comments if that is something you would be interested in, because if nobody wants to join that, then I probably don't do it. But yesterday, that live stream countdown that I did for the Alonzo update or hard fork, that showed me how much potential there is and how much people really want to see these charts. And yeah, let's see. Let me know what you think. What else do we have here? So we can see everything's in the red. Yesterday, a bad day. Certainly, Cardano lost quite a bit. There was a bit of a pump before the in the last few days, and then another dump, unfortunately. But that's how the crypto markets work. I mean, people disappointed by Cardano, but just take a look at what the whole market is doing. Even Solana is suffering now, and Terra Luna also in the last 24 hours. You've got Avalanche going down 15%. The whole market is red at the moment. There are a few winners here, but you know, the thing is, if these are losing out, then others are winning. So it's a lot of up and down in the crypto market that people just need to get used to. And I can't say I promise you, but things in 2 weeks could look entirely different. And that is when people get frustrated. Like yesterday, I saw it in the chat where a lot of people were saying, you know, I move my ADA coins now, you know, I sell them and move my funds into Solana. And this morning I wake up and see Solana dropping 15%. So things are, you need a bit of patience in this space. It's not only about, you know, day trading. You can lose a lot of money with actually. I mean, on this channel we talk about, you know, hourly charts and stuff like that. I want to give you some assistance and help you make sense of these charts. And I just like to stay close to my own investments, which is why I do it as well. But you need some patience. It's just crucial. There's also what the big whales are doing. They're not day trading necessarily. They are waiting for their opportunities. So anyway, let's take a look at what the prices are doing on the daily here. One thing I want to remind you of is the golden cross coming probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow on the Bitcoin chart. No need to talk about that even further. Nothing really has changed. What makes me a bit concerned is that here on the daily we can see one red candle, another red candle, and a third red candle. Not getting smaller at the moment. In my opinion, the downtrend is not really stopping yet, or at least we have further consolidation. This morning I talked to you and said we might drop down on Bitcoin further, and we did, because the indicators were looking quite bad. And let me just make that here. We're going back to the hourly chart. I think this morning, I can't remember actually where we were this morning. I think we were somewhere here, and I did say I would expect another drop and to the 44,000 level, and didn't quite get down to 44, but we went down to 44,169 or 44,200. So it played out. What do we have forming here now? Well, we certainly see that we have strong support here at 44,200, it seems, at the moment. So we could even get something like a double bottom here if that now goes up, and then we could potentially, if we get above that level here, that's the crucial one now, the 46,000 in my opinion. I mean, we've got a few ones here. First of all, we need to break back into that channel here, the purple rectangle, which is 45,700. And then we obviously have that strong resistance up here at 46,150. Yeah, so still, it doesn't really look good. I mean, we're making lower lows here. I mean, now what we can see, it seems a little bit that this downtrend is yeah, on the hourly, it seems to be slowing down a little bit. So we obviously had that sort of flash crash. We made a low, we made another lower low, but now we've actually hit the bottom, it seems. The sellers can't really make another lower low, and actually we had another higher high here compared to the previous one at least. So it indicates that the downtrend might be slowing down a little bit. And actually, when we take a look here on the hourly, on the RSI, we can see something like a very, very weak bullish divergence. So where actually prices are going down, you can see that. But you can see on the RSI, we're at least starting to, you know, not fall further, and actually we're starting to make higher highs on the RSI, which in my opinion tells me that that downtrend is now slowing down. That is a bullish divergence, indicates here on the 1 hour chart that we could see a slowdown of that downtrend now. And even though that's only one indicator at the moment, but we've got that double bottom here as well, so it could indicate that we might be able to hold that level here and then go up again, and might now have reached the bottom, because that downtrend is slowing down at the moment. That is important to note. And as I said, next targets for me then, probably from here, I would expect that we go up again to that level and test the 45,700 level again to break back into this channel. Is that going to happen? Now, sorry, it's not that. It's 45,700, yes. Nobody can promise you now if that is going to happen, but I think that is the next certain move that we are going to do to test that. And again, tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, we've got that golden cross happening. Now again, I can't really hype that because this is a long-term indicator, but it's certainly a very bullish one. But obviously people see it coming, so a lot of that will be priced in already. But it's sort of a long-term, very good sign for Bitcoin, but certainly also for Cardano that we're going to take a look now. Cardano, what makes me again a little bit uncomfortable is that huge red, the red candle here. We had two things here. We had an ascending wedge, you can see that, and we can clearly see it more clearly on the hourly chart, but we broke to the downside. As I told you, ascending wedge doesn't look very bullish, and we broke to the downside. Now what we seem to have found support on that support line that I showed you actually this morning. So it actually played out as a proper support line. So we put that support line on this chart this morning. I said it might be likely. So I had only two points to connect it to. One was here and the other one was here. And I drew that line. I said we were up here somewhere this morning, here. And I said probably in the next move we're going to test that level. And we did. So bouncing off that at the moment. And we had something, and that's good at the moment. We're holding that level because we had something like a double top forming here. Had we broken that neckline here really, and rushed through, this would have probably taken us down to 220, but we seem to be holding that support now, so we don't really have that much volume at the moment. So I don't see us really going up very fast at the moment, but I think we might be up for a small recovery now, hopefully. We seem to have found some resistance support here at the 30 line of the RSI as well, which we have touched now a few times. We don't get below that, so that makes me wonder, do we now go up again and test some of these levels up here? And we have again, you know, we've had various levels, 242, 250, 255, certainly very important one, and then the 270 level where we bounced off yesterday. I mean, yesterday we all thought, you know, we're going to the moon, but we bounced off the 270 level, so that is probably what we might be testing now again. However, what we see, that's crucial now. So do we make a no higher high now because we had a double top? It's crucial to see now. If we make a lower high now in the next attempt, I think we will continue to move to the downside. If we manage to push higher, that will be bullish. But if we get to the same level here again and bounce off, that will be a triple top, bearish. And if we don't manage to make a new higher high now in the next attempt, I think that shows that we are running out of steam again, and then we'll move further down, potentially to 220 or even down to $2. But again, for me, this is all about patience. It's about understanding what the fundamentals are behind that project. It's a long-term thing. I know a lot of you guys try to make money quickly, and it's extremely hard. You can be lucky picking the right coin. In my opinion, with Cardano, it is the right coin for me. It works for me, but it's a longer-term thing. And I've been talking about Cardano since it was at $1. It's a fantastic investment. If you bought at $1, I think it's still a good investment, but now you might need a little bit of a longer time horizon. But even though I still think this year 450 is possible, if Bitcoin really continues to rally up to 100,000, which the stock to flow model pretty much predicts. Yes, the stock to flow model is talking about 85,000, but the last few times at the end of the bull run, we overshot that target all the time, the target that was given by the stock to flow model. And so I always said I would expect at least 100,000 this year. And if I'm wrong, of course I can be wrong, but that is my personal view, looking at what the crypto market was doing in the past and based on the Bitcoin 4-year cycle. And these, again, all of this, what we're talking here on this channel on a daily basis, even more than one time a day, it is noise, guys. It is noise. And, you know, if you're a long-term investor, you need to filter it out. And this just, you know, you sort of need to be able to detach yourself a little bit emotionally from that. I know it's hard. And I shouldn't really say that because I take a look at these charts regularly throughout the day. But sometimes it's really good not to watch these charts that often. But yeah, of course, I hope that you watch this channel. What we can see, one more thing here, we see something like a broadening triangle here, or broadening wedge. That just indicates more volatility, and you can see that we have more volatility from here, more volatility, more volatility. That always indicates that the market has not really made a decision yet in which way we are going. So that's why I can't really tell you where we're going now, but I think in the next attempt we're going up again, possibly to the top of that channel, which could even take us up to, if we really manage to make a new high, which would be great. But then I expect us maybe to get up to 280 probably in the next attempt, if we manage to get it. Oh, we actually bounced off 280 yesterday, I can see that. So we have 270 in the first instance, then we can go up to 280, and from there I think we need to break that upward trend line here, which is obviously a diagonal one, so it's going up continuously. So depending on when we are going to hit it, it might be at $2.90 or even $3, and I'm going to keep you updated about that. You know that. And thanks again for watching, and I hope you liked that update, that brief update. And if you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.